and welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence. And it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm Shawn.
And we're back.
Yes. Welcome back to the podcast. You guys got a little treat last week with Jen doing her thing solo. I had to finish a project, so I let Jen take over the show for a week.
It was all mine.
It was all hers, and she talked about some stuff that she was listening to. So if you haven't checked that out, not listening to, but reading, DC, pretty much DC Comics.
Because that is the app we have.
That is, well, I mean, you got loose comics, so
sure. But I mean, I was going to say, if you want to get the Marvel Comics app, because I think it's pretty much the same thing, just Marvel.
I don't know, but you can also read Marvel comics that we have here physically.
Yeah, but I have so many of my DC ones just staring me right in the face right now.
I know that, and that is a problem.
They're so close.
I
don't have to go into a box. It's just so close.
That is a daunting situation.
Yeah, it's just me being lazy.
Yeah, Jen got to check that out. We did a little shopping this week. Nothing real crazy because it was the monthly sale they do at Hall of Justice, and I picked up some issues of the Underworld crossover that I didn't have, so I got that. I also got some Generation X that we're gonna cover on the show at some point. I think that'll be kind of fun.
Oh man,
you'll get to see Husk in action.
Oh, gross.
And it's more confusing than I realized. It's not so much gross as it's gross, but it's also like confusing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got some Green Arrow books that I just kind of saw sitting around, and I was like, hey, we never do Green Arrow. We rarely talk about him, so maybe we should give that a roll.
Nice.
You picked up some stuff.
Oh gosh, what did I get? So I picked up Batman #2. The Fraction series. I do have to say, like, I like it, but you know what I hate is I'm reading it, and then all of a sudden, like, in the back is just like 6 issues or 6 pages full of just like a preview for something else. And I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, give me more story.
Yeah, right. I prefer there to being the comic being full of stuff that I want to read.
Exactly. So that's kind of a pain in my ass. So I got that. I got Absolute Evil, which is all the villains like getting together in the Absolute universe.
I wasn't aware of this.
It's weird. It's interesting. I would recommend reading it. It's very strange, especially because like it's weird to see the Joker kind of like a good-looking billionaire type, but that's what he is in this book. So I also packed, what the hell is that thing called? Like California Love or something, and it's basically one of those one shots, just has little stories about the DC heroes in love, and it's so stupid.
They're
cute.
Do those so many? There's so many of those one
really
shots.
Do.
Like it's like they got more of those than they have actual series.
I know. I had no idea there were so many of them. It just happened to be sitting there on the wall, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to buy this!" Obviously, because I buy stupid shit like this.
Clearly,
there is a really, really cute story about Bizarro making friends with a cat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cute.
How about
he
that?
Makes friends.
I like hearing about that.
That was nice. Picked up some Catwoman, the balance stuff I didn't have. And then my little trades came, and there were all those skinny trades.
That's right. Yes, the trades.
So I got all those too.
There's some gems in there.
Well, yeah, there's some shit I'd never even heard of.
Well, it's Batman the Cult, which I've heard of. It'd just be like like when you'd be looking at comics, and it would have the it's like ads.
Mm-hmm.
It was one that was definitely promoted a lot. And you just be like, oh, hey, what's this?
Batman Mask is in there, which I think is a collection of some like Legends of the Dark Knight thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's all sorts of weird shit in there. So I'm looking forward to reading some of those, because there was like the Many Deaths of Batman,
which is just issues of Batman, like this.
Yeah, well, it's like I think it's Jim Starlin stuff. So
yeah, I like Jim Starlin.
Yeah, me too. So we've got that, and then I don't know, something with kids on the cover. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I don't know what that one. That looks stupid. It was
probably
like something. Yeah, I know. I wasn't really feeling that one, but the rest of them are really interesting. So I think we might make an appearance on the show. We'll see.
2 months only. Halloween hoedown at the House of Frankenstein.
Your favorite Halloween party returns with 4 brand new episodes featuring cinematic horror classics and horror-filled superhero tales starring Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man.
Pin the bandage on Boris Karloff. as the mummy.
You will not remember what I show you now, and yet I shall awaken memories of love and crime and death.
Do the Locomotion with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing on the Horror Express.
Are you telling me that an ape that lived 2 million years ago got up to that crate, killed the baggage man and put him in there?
Yes, I am. It's alive. It must be.
Bob for Apples with Hammer's The Reptile.
Get away from there! Get away!
Jam to the blues at this juke joint full of sinners.
We're gonna kill every last one of you.
This September and October, join the Supermates at fireandwaterpodcast.com for the most happening haunt this side of the mausoleum, the House of Frankenstein. Halloween Hoedown!
Today, we're not going to read any of the stuff we bought because it is spooky season, which is my favorite season.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to read something spooky.
Right.
Or that could be defined as spooky, but is not actually spooky.
No, it's not. I mean, it has elements of spooky, but it is basically just two dopes being like undead, whatever. But there's also vampires and werewolves. So it's going to be from the collection of Batman versus the Undead. It is Batman Confidential number 44 from July 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about Batman going to New Orleans.
Oh, damn it. I just realized I wanted you to read the Satanic Panic thing on the app where Plastic Man does some weird shit, but we'll have to talk about that later.
Well, we'll get to that. Yeah, they'll get to that.
Bruce Wayne shows up in New Orleans to open a children's hospital, and, you know, Batman also just happens to show up. Like, either everybody in the DC universe is very stupid, or everybody knows he's Batman and they just play along. And I don't know which one it is. I mean, maybe they're just like, oh yeah, you know, his parents died. Yeah, let him just run around dressed as a bat and if you want, because we feel really bad for him. So everybody just play along. Pretend you don't know he's Batman.
Yeah, right. It's pretty
because it's like, oh, isn't it funny that fucking Bruce Wayne shows up to stand in the rain as he's doing like a voiceover and somebody's robbing a grave, which
so
always fun.
I need to address this because I don't know what this is, who this is, or what the deal is. Is that something to do with the future in the story?
Yes. So
I'll put a picture here. This is a zombie who
he's ripped his face off, which is fun.
He pulled out a coffin. It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger in like Terminator 3. He just pulled out a coffin from a mausoleum.
Yeah.
And then he opens up the coffin and there's a woman inside. You know, I don't know how old this corpse is, but it's
no idea.
It's whatever stuff they use to reconstruct her face, or maybe I don't know, whatever. Her face is melting.
Well, no, he just rips it.
Well, there's a part you can see where the face is kind of sagging, and then she just
sure, because she's dead, but he's just literally ripping skin off in this picture.
Yeah, he's grabbing jowls.
So I don't really know why. I think so. We'll talk about this as we go forward in the story. I think next week, but basically, there's a doctor who has escaped from Arkham, and he thinks that he can raise the dead or whatever. And apparently he has some sort of ability to do so.
He has like rituals that he does. Yeah.
So he is going down to New Orleans because it is the spookiest of cities.
Yes.
To meet
the best graveyards.
The best graveyards. The most amazing graveyards. To meet up with some sort of, I don't know if she's a voodoo witch doctor or something.
Yeah, she's definitely a voodoo person. So
she is going to help him raise the dead. And I think this is his offering to her. I don't even know.
But this woman's this body?
This corpse, yeah, because we don't see this corpse again until next issue.
So he gives her that body, and then later he gives her son, her zombie monster son, the head of the guy he cuts off.
No idea, but we will have to figure out exactly what's going on. But the whole body thing with the guy with the sewn up lips, that has something to do with next issue. So it doesn't come into effect here.
Okay.
So as Bruce is talking, it's pouring down rain in this very cool cemetery. Guy steals a body. Then we cut back to Bruce just like standing in front of something, and Hurricane Katrina apparently happened in the DCU.
It did, yeah.
Because Bruce referenced it specifically, and he's like, I don't really know anything about like the charities my company runs, because like there's
sometimes I pick
many
things,
of them.
but most of the time I'm Batman, so
most of the time, like, you all know that I'm Batman, so like I don't really have time to pay attention to my charities. So, but this one I do, because apparently my parents had something to do with opening this hospital. Sure, Bruce, sure. And then like he's like, but as this guy's like, we're hearing Bruce's voiceover, and this guy's like taking this person out of the coffin. He's like, tonight I feel that the dead are reaching out from the grave. And I'm like, you're never going to beat the allegations, my friend.
My Undertaker!
Yes, exactly. I'm like, you're just fucking spooky as shit. You are never beat these allegations. No, you cannot convince anyone that you're not Batman.
Yeah, right. And also some person asks him, he's like, hey,
a reporter's
like, hey, it's cool that you're doing this, but what about like the Fifth Ward?
The Ninth Ward.
The Ninth Ward, or whatever.
Yeah, which was completely devastated by Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, and he's like,
and this thing here, this comment here he makes where he's like, well, you'll be glad to hear that the Wayne Foundation has donated nearly $100 million to the rebuilding of schools, homes, and infrastructure in the Ninth Ward. He just goes, I was.
Right, because Bruce has no idea what's going on.
So it turns out that Batman injured himself on his trip to New Orleans because he was patting himself on the back too hard.
Yeah, seriously.
And he dislocated his shoulder.
I don't know how he's going to go be Batman, because he pulled all the muscles doing that.
All the muscles, congratulating himself.
Good job, Bruce. So, of course, then some woman's like, hi, Bruce. I'm a reporter for the social whatever. Are you going to take in the nightlife? I mean, do you need someone to show you around? And he's like, sure. Well, don't worry about it. You're not actually going to see me because I got to go be Batman, but I'll just tell you, oh, you're beautiful. There's always room for one more. And then don't worry about it.
I think it's funny, too, because at the very beginning of the shot, when we get there and we see the crowd of reporters, they just show this woman like just glaring at us.
Yeah, she's the only person like looking at the viewers. Everybody else is looking at Bruce
like,
up on his little podium.
Hey, I got to get some.
But here's the thing. This is what I assumed was going to happen, right? Like, I assumed this woman's going to play like a much bigger part. Bruce is probably going to fuck her. It's going to be like, I think I'm in love with her. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm not.
Oh, no, her face has been pulled off by a zombie.
Exactly. No, we never see this woman again.
Nope.
So why she's here? No idea.
Yeah, it's strange. It's just very random.
It is, because usually when a woman shows up like this, of course she's going to sleep with him for a couple issues. So we cut from this woman talking to Bruce to a drawing of a woman wearing a man's shirt walking onto a balcony. So of course you assume, oh, it must be this chick. It's not. So if you read, this book is a continuation of, I think it's Batman and Superman versus vampires and werewolves or something. So it is a continuation of that. And in this book, there's a vampire named Demeter who, at the very end of that run, gets in a car with this chick and drives away out of Gotham. Well, here he is now, and here's this chick. And they're in New Orleans, and apparently they're fucking, but I don't know how vampires fuck.
Well, we discussed this before.
We have had this conversation. I still don't understand.
This girl's name is Liv, by the way. Or Liv. Liv Morgan. Yeah, so she's banging this vampire, but we've discussed this many times, especially with regards to the Dracula series.
The amazing show Dracula that we'll never see again.
the amazing one-season Dracula series that nobody ever talks about.
With what's his face?
With Jonathan Rhys-Meyers as
doing a really flat American accent.
Vampire.
Like worse than like Benedict Cumberbatch
it's
doing
awful.
Fucking Doctor Strange, because Benedict Cumberbatch isn't trying to sound terrible, but Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, which one?
Rhys-Meyers
is trying to sound terrible, and it is amazing. But
John Rhys Davies is
he hates Muslims.
I am a vampire.
That's right, he's the fat guy. No, this is not the fat guy. This is the other guy. In that he fucks all the time, but he doesn't have any blood in his body. It is specific that he has no circulation of blood.
Because he's undead. He's undead.
Yeah, and I'm like, so I'm assuming this guy also has, unless in the DCU things work differently, this guy has no circulation. So if you have no circulation, how do you get a hard on?
We don't
Unless, I don't know, is he putting sticks and tape? Like, oh,
that's pleasurable.
oh man, that's gonna feel so great. He just puts a condom over it. He's like, trust me, honey, it's fine.
Look, I got a condom and I got a toilet paper roll over this, so we're gonna get down.
So what I did is I took that plaster of Paris stuff that you make casts out of, and I just wrapped it around my dick a bunch. I hope you're cool with it.
I'll be cool with the worst sex of your life.
Extremely painful sex that also will leave plaster pieces all over the place.
Yeah, this is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, but for some reason she's like, oh, you know, there's a celebrity here. It's Bruce Wayne, and when we were in Gotham, we never saw Bruce Wayne. And for some reason, he comes out and he's like, hey, you smell good. She's like, I need a shower. And he's just like, oh, I'll hold you over this balcony so you can get wet.
That is not a move you should try, guys.
I just don't understand why you'd even think to try.
Even before that, he like does that, and she says, hey, the rain stopped. And she's like, I need a shower. And he's like, oh, I'm going to stick you out in the rain. And he's like, asshole, the rain stopped. I told you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to do a Michael Jackson and like dangle you above a fucking...
I forgot about that.
Only people our age will remember that. I just want
Only we're our age for some reason Michael Jackson decided to dangle his child over a railing, and everybody went, "Hey, I love his music."
Oh man, that was something. So basically he does that, and then he puts her down, and he's like, "Hey, I got to go out because I think I found this doctor guy who escaped from Arkham, and I forget his name because it was the same." So basically, sorry,
Combs. I tried to find his first name.
I forget.
And I couldn't find it. I was looking in the DC Wiki and be like, oh, okay.
Dr. Combs.
Well, let's call him Dr. Combs.
Dr. Combs. Basically, Dr. Combs is the man who turned Demeter into a vampire.
Right.
So,
and then he turned the other guy we're going to meet later into a werewolf.
So in the last book, they were like, well, maybe he can fix it. Like he can turn us back. This one, I think he just wants to murder him. Fair. You know?
Right.
Okay. So he's like, I gotta go. And he's like, I need my shirt. And she's like, oh, this one? And then she's all like sexy. And he's like, oh, I guess I'm gonna bite you again. So is he like feeding on her?
Well, I think so, because it's implied later that she hasn't fully turned into a vampire because they capture her.
Yeah.
And they need her.
You, like, have to. I mean, she seems like totally into it. She's probably one of those chicks who like is into like the whole.
Well, she's into stuff. Like she's like actually
she's into this.
We just watched Urban Legend last night, and there's Danielle Harris's character who's like the angry goth chick.
Yeah,
who's got like all the piercings. That's what this chick looks like.
Yeah, she does.
She got like all the crazy piercings, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna get blood. I want you to scratch my neck.
Yeah, she's one of those like weird, like she's into blood play or whatever.
Sanguine addiction.
Yeah, there you go. So she's into blood, and I always thought that you have to drink the vampire's blood to turn, but maybe she is. I don't know if she's like, this is blood play. I don't ask.
Yeah, watch out for blood play.
I'm not judging your kink, man. I'm just saying it ain't for me. so that whole thing happens, and now we have Batman standing on a fucking building or something,
and Batman sees
a man. He sees a man
jump off a roof.
Yes, he's on a roof, and Batman's like, I'm gonna save him, and he does not. And then he's like, he makes this very sad face. He's like, no.
Yeah, it is quite sad. It is quite. He's like, no.
And
I'm gonna find a splattered person. It's like, oh no, wait, it's a guy that jumped.
It's a vampire,
and he landed.
But we don't see that yet.
No, and
because we have to cut to the inside of a museum.
Yes, we have to figure out the hell's going on with this Combs guy, because Combs.
And he's talking to like, I don't know, just fat curator.
Yeah, he's get ready on HBO this season. Fat curator.
Fat curator. He solves mysteries and
mysteries, and he has a museum, and he's fat. The end.
I don't even know if this guy gets a name.
His name was Andy.
Oh, his name is Andy. Okay, good. He does.
He had
get
the
a
last name too. I forgot what it was, but I just know he.
Good. I'm
refers to
just
him as
glad.
Andy.
I'm glad because at first I was like, oh, basically he's a dead meat because
Well, he calls him Andy because after he cuts his head off, he carries his head around for like a whole issue.
Yeah, which is gross.
So
he's like, oh, hey, look, I have all these plastinated bodies here, like the bodies exhibit. Don't worry, these aren't Chinese dissidents.
No, guys, we got legal bodies, guys.
We got
forms. German bodies, and they're completely on the up.
We have consent forms from every single one of these bodies. Don't worry about it.
These bodies went on a field trip, and their parents signed for it. The end.
Jesus, do you know I saw not the bodies exhibit? It was another one.
I didn't know there was maybe it was this one.
Yeah, maybe it was there was a bodies exhibit, and then there was something else that it was called. Maybe they changed the name.
Right.
I don't know. This is years ago. So
I've never seen this,
Yeah, I was in Boston with my dad. This is before grad school. I think I might have still been in college. And I went to Boston with my dad to like visit family. And he was like, oh, this will be cool. Let's go see the bodies exhibit. And I was like, okay, it's really disturbing. Just FYI. Now, this is before I had no idea that perhaps the people I was looking at were just anti-Chinese government. But yeah, they have them like all do like playing tennis. There were 2 of them that were fucking. So that was interesting. It was just, man, what a thing. There was a plastinated horse.
That kind of goes into play here.
Yeah, because there's a plastinated dog.
Well, okay. So from when you see the marquee outside of the museum, it says like Mexican mummies and the human body or something. Like it's 2 exhibits. But
isn't it just like a death museum?
Maybe, I don't know. It's like it seems pretty big.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a legitimate museum. It's not just like some dude being like, I have dead people in my basement.
There's a few pictures of Ed Gein.
Yeah, here. Hey, stop off on the side of the highway and see the plastinated people I keep in my basement.
Do you remember that time we went to Clifton Hill in Canada and we went to some sort of museum? It was like a serial killer museum.
Oh, yes, I do.
And we walked around.
And at the end of it, there were presidents for some reason.
There's presidents, and there's a few things where it was just like, they had one where it was just like, oh yeah, and here, by the way, here's Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers having dinner together.
Yes.
That was an exhibit with them eating fucking eyeballs.
It was so fucking weird because...
And then you got to the end, and they said, Hitler coming soon.
Yeah, Hitler coming soon. And you're just like, oh, okay. I mean... I don't remember what that place was called, but it was like
it was
Museum of Mass Murderers or something.
Yeah, it was something real random.
It was freezing that day.
Yeah.
So we were like the only people there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fucking weird because you're just like, okay, all right, Charles Manson, Ed Gein, Abraham Lincoln?
Well, yeah.
Because there were presidents. I was just like, why? Like, I think Andrew Jackson was there, which that makes sense, but... There were
some of the hits though. It was like Ted Bundy was there.
Yeah, Ted Bundy. There were a bunch of them.
Yeah, it was weird.
So, but basically, this is that museum. He's like, "Wow, this is great." And then this guy apparently is talking too much because he gets stabbed through the back of the head, which is pretty sweet. I have to say, this is a pretty cool death.
Yeah, look at that.
Because this guy the doctor has a cane, but it has like a stabby on the end of it, and he just puts it through this guy's neck and it comes out his mouth,
which is pretty good.
Pretty sweet.
Because I mean, granted, he is a doctor, so I guess maybe he understood exactly where to stick it so it would come right out of his mouth as opposed to like hitting the roof,
sure,
or coming out his nose.
Yeah, it didn't. It was straight and true. This man has good aim.
He sure does.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably got points for that. With all of his weird friends.
Yeah, he has a little scoreboard for himself that he puts, he keeps for himself. He's like, oh, I got that one. Okay, that's like 10 points, man.
He's like, I don't even think I chipped a tooth on that one. That's like a nothing but net type of thing.
Well, it kind of plays into later maybe about what his reactions are, because we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, and then I do have to say, because so after this guy like falls to the ground, there's like kind of like a zoomed out shot where it's like the doctor's standing there and he's like leaning on his cane with like one of his feet, like his he has his toes put down and like crossed over his leg. You know what I'm talking about? Yep. That like, so he's standing there like that. He's got this. The guy's just dead on the ground, and there's like a plastinated body like closer to the viewer that's like just has its arms up like it's cheering.
Oh, I missed that.
It's very funny.
Oh yeah. I see this here.
Is that funny?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
We're back with Batman, and he sees Demeter just like, I don't know, bust through a window, and he's like,
no,
okay.
Batman busted through the window, and Batman's like,
oh, Demeter busted through a wall.
Demeter jumps. Demeter is in the museum, and Batman jumps through the window.
He's not dead because he saw him go in.
Right, but
And
Batman's following him. Batman jumps through whatever. Okay, that's right, because Demeter jumps through the window, and then Batman follows him through, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of like exposed here."
Yeah, he's like, I don't like being backlit by this window.
Yeah, I like shadows. I am the shadows.
I am the night
man.
And everybody's like, of course you are, Bruce, and they're patting him on the head. Very cute.
Right.
I am the night, sure. But then
and then Demeter
like attacks him.
It jumps him. He does that thing. It actually reminds me of this part in Day of the Dead, or no, Dawn of the Dead. Mm-hmm. And they're in the mall, and they're the people and the protagonists are walking through the mall or whatever, and one of these like zombies just kind of like hiding among mannequins. He just kind of jumps out, and he's like, grab, and that's what Demeter does here.
That's exactly. And so they kind of like scuffle a little bit, and then he's like, Demeter, and he's like, oh, Bats, hey, it's me, your friend, Demeter.
Well, Batman just goes, explain yourself. He just yells at him.
Yeah, and he's like, well, I'm here for the doctor. And then, of course, Batman just goes, I assume you're keeping your urges under control.
You don't need my blood, do you?
And he's like, dude, why are you so fucking weird? Like, yeah, why is that like the first question you
does tell Batman he's too high strung, and he's right.
He is right. He's just a pain in the ass, and he says weird shit. So they're like, okay, well, I know the doctor is here because apparently Batman tracked him through emails with the curator.
But his emails.
And this other guy just happened to like track him down somehow. So they're going to go find him. Combs is sitting there, sees him on the security camera, and he's like, well, this is a problem.
Well, Combs is looking for the keys in the museum because he's going to do this ritual, and I guess he needs different stuff or whatever.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, well, I have to speed this up because there's these weirdos.
He does go, but the thing I want to point out is he finds these keys and he goes, booyah! Like he's like cyborg.
It's so fucking
It's weird. So random.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Because this guy is like a weird... I can see why he probably never came back, is my guess. Because
I can't find anything about him, because he's probably just some random guy. Actually, I think it's interesting is his name is Combs, right? Mm-hmm. And he's into reanimating the dead. And that kind of, I think, and it might be, and I don't know if whoever... Actually, I probably should say who wrote this up. Kevin Van Hook and Tom Mandrake were the artist and writer and artist, respectively. And I don't know if Kevin Van Hook was referencing Reanimator.
Oh, he might have
Dr. Herbert West, which was played by Jeffrey Combs.
Oh, probably.
So I can see that being a thing. That.
Yeah, because I mean that's basically what this guy's trying to do. He wants to reanimate the dead.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, well, I have to distract these guys so I can get away.
Well, I got to do my ritual though too.
So yeah, well, that's the thing. So he does a ritual,
and this is where he cuts off this schmuck's head.
Yeah, because he needs blood. So he does that, and then there's like this drawing of him holding the head, and then there's like all these like red face things coming up because he's like this weird combination of like Hugo Strange and the Riddler.
He's got a lot of Hugo Strange in him, yeah.
But here's the thing: he's like their third cousin who no one likes because he just sucks. It's like basically what's happening. But yeah, there's this really cool drawing of like the red. All these faces coming up as he's doing his little ritual. And this ritual causes all the plastinated bodies to animate. Yeah, that picture. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So all these bodies become animated. And then
they're like, hey, I've got nothing else to do but fight. But there is this one as Batman and Demeter start fighting these things. You can see like one of them has its head split in two. It's this guy. Yes.
It's this guy. So
he's just looking like, oh man.
So Batman and so Combs is like, hey, Batman and
Demeter,
Vampire,
fuck off.
You're gonna be like the rest of the stuff in this exhibit, dead. He takes off with this guy's head, and then so Batman and them start fighting these bodies, and you see like this big splash page of them fighting him. And then there's this one guy who I had to take a picture of because he's like,
yeah, I did too.
everybody else is like, this guy's like, guys, I don't know. I don't know if we should be doing this.
So disappointed.
I
You know what, guys? We're plastinated, which means we got dumped in acetone. I don't really think we need to be fighting. Like, we could just, like, I don't know, let's go see what's going on. We're in New Orleans. Cool shit's probably happening.
let's get some beads.
Let's go down and fucking check out the French Quarter, because we don't know how long we're going to be here.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're alive again. Why not? Let's go get some hurricanes and see what the hell happens.
Let's have a good time, man. Like, Mardi Gras is right around the corner. But he just looks so depressed. And very upset that
depressed
he's come
and
back
concerned and just there's a lot of emotion in this guy's face for a plastinated body that is supposed to be attacking Batman.
I came to life for this.
He's like, this guy.
He's like, you know what? I was dead, and now, no, fuck it. Now I gotta fight Batman. Like, come on. So Demeter's like, what do we do? And Batman's like, fight. And
fight.
That's where we end it.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this book for this particular issue, because the rest of them, we're going to progress with the story and it's going to be fun. We'll probably end up doubling up at some point, maybe the next week or the week after, because I am just getting over getting my vaccine and feeling all cruddy. Mm-hmm. So we'll have to jump into that. But it's funny you mention how unscary this is.
Oh, it's not scary at all.
It's like it's weird, but it's not like
it's not horror.
Scary horror. At least this particular issue too. I mean, there might be some stuff later that might be.
There's some
weird
stuff that I think they try, and I think you and I talked about it already. But it's just there doesn't seem like you feel like they're gonna commit to something,
right? And
then it's just like, maybe it was a dream ? And you're just like, so what the fuck is this for? It's a very weird book. I do think the one before it is better, but not by much.
Yeah,
but not by much.
Yeah, where the bar is not very high there.
No, because at least Bruce isn't running around pretending nobody realizes that Batman and Bruce Wayne just happened to be in town at the same time.
Right. It's ridiculous.
What a dork.
So, but that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. Find us on our socials. Find us on Worst Collection Ever on YouTube. You can check out the playlist of upcoming shows or uploaded shows, as well as some shorts that we'll be getting back into. Email the show at worstcollectionever@gmail.com. And rate and review the podcast anywhere you get it. That would be greatly appreciated. So once again, folks, thanks for listening. Talk again next time.
Bye.